Alrighty, we are back. So, we are going to be playing Dawn of War 2. Now, Dawn of War 2, as I said, I'm not really that good at it, but I will say this, it can be fun. There are moments of really awesome, interesting things. I figured it was quite fitting since I completed the Dawn of War 1 Soulstorm. So let's just do this. Dawn of War 2 Anniversary Edition. Let's see this. Now, this game requires a lot of micro, so there will be moments where I'm just dead ass quiet, and it's because I'm trying to micro my life out. But there will be other things too that I'm going to be talking about, like the lore of the situation, but also, more importantly, just the sheer facts of the game. Like, how do you play it? Because it took me like 3 tries to understand how this game works. Because this game is kind of weird.
More of us are coming. This planet will be ours.
You lost this war before you started, fool.
Primary threat spotted. Moving into position. Neutralizing. Take cover! Strike from the sky, brothers! This planet is ours, witch.
No, this planet is theirs.
This had like the most badass introduction to Warhammer I've ever seen. Like when I first saw Dawn of War 2's intro like this, I was like, whoa, that's cool as fuck, dude. Whoa, bro. And it really is. It's really awesome. I think out of like all the Warhammer games, this one had like the best introduction, hands down. No other Warhammer game nearly had as good of an intro as this. This was just awesome as fuck. Real quick, just to kind of show you, Army Painter. It has really good army painting. You can do like many different like half colors. See on how it's got like different symbols here for what kind of paint job you want. You got the Blood Ravens, the Brazen Claw, which look at that, blue, blue, red, red. Very interesting color scheme. There's a lot of interesting ones. I could have sworn there was like, what was it called? The Crimson Fist were in this. I could have sworn there was. You have different shit for different things. Same thing with the Eldar. You can't really like select patterns, unfortunately, but you can select different things for them. It's kind of crazy how in modern day Warhammer 40k, some of these factions don't exist anymore. Like they just got deleted. Like it's just crazy to me. High Fleet Leviathan, High Fleet Behemoth. Yeah, the Splinter Fleet of Behemoth. Fucking awesome, dude. Kraken, Splinter. Lot of splinters of Leviathan. I just find that shit so awesome. World Eaters pre-heresy. Hell yeah, brother. The Red Corsairs, yeah, my boys. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in this game. I really do think that it's pretty nice. I'll just delete these games because I never really intend to complete them. So let's do it. I think last time I played Primarch, and that shit was like tough as fuck. Let me look real quick. Hold on a minute. I need to double check. Thankfully, I live stream these so that way I can like save it. Let's look all the way back, many moons ago. So let's see, what did I select? Because whatever I selected, I need to go one step above that. I mean, below that. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go Sergeant then, I think. Yeah. We're gonna name our character Raznik. I think Raznik is a fitting name.
Subsector Aurelia. This cluster of worlds stands on the very edge of the Imperium of Man. From this frontier came the Blood Ravens, a chapter of the Emperor's own Space Marines. Savage aliens seek to overrun the sector and break the Blood Ravens once and for all. Captain Davian Thule and a handful of Space Marines lead the raw recruits defending these worlds. Now, another Space Marine joins this desperate battle. A newly promoted commander, ready to lead in our darkest hour. You are this Space Marine. And you will tip the balance toward victory.
Commander Raznik. You are Raznik, a Space Marine recently promoted rank of Force Commander. You've been sent to Calderis to help Captain Davian Thule stave off a massive orc invasion. Such is your reputation, the chapter expects that you alone will be enough to tip the balance of the fight and save Calderis. Man of few words, you are renowned for keeping calm in high-pressure situations and finding a path to victory in the face of overwhelming odds. Yep. So when it comes to playing this game, you are going to be playing mostly, it's kind of like an RPG in a sense, but it is a strategy game nonetheless. And one of the main aspects I would advise if you play this game is to singularly focus your character. Because one of the reasons why I failed this game is when I tried to diversify my characters, like go like, oh, 1 or 2 points in here, 1 or 2 points in there. Don't do that. Just focus one area and just stay focusing there.
We Blood Ravens select our initiates from this world's fierce warriors. Calderis is the cradle and the future of our chapter. Now, the orcs would take it from us. This, we cannot allow.
Popping headshots, baby. Locking headshots. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Scouts, stay in cover. Kill the orcs that are out in the open. The army shall strong. Go quick, boy! Raise fire upon us. Welcome, Commander. This is Captain Davian Thule, in command here on Calderis. We are battling the orcs that threaten this world. You have dropped right into the combat zone. I am north of you with several squads of our initiates. We are under heavy fire and losing control of our flanks. Move north and provide support.
Clicking on a...
Boy! Some of the Yumis come behind us! Kill them!
Receiving fire.
I'm looking for a fight!
Use a grenade. Tactical squad.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be like a lot of blood and guts and shit, so just try and do everything.
The orcs ahead of you are trying to outflank us. Eliminate them.
Use a grenade. Green skin eliminated.
Yeah, you want to use your abilities like that.
Fortifications are under assault.
Under attack. Tactical Marines are ready.
Reinforcements have arrived. Push forward, initiates.
This way, brothers. Under attack. Tactical squad. Target killed. Use a grenade.
Use a grenade, use a grenade. part's the easy part. Well, we're not even in the thick of it yet.
Well fought, Commander. But the Greenskins will not give us much time before they attack again. I need you and Sergeant Tarkus to take charge of driving the orcs back. Move up to the ruins east of here and prepare to repel the next orc wave.
How can we serve? Reposition.
Orc vehicle! Stay in cover. That truck has a heavy gun.
More shooting, less dying, you gits! Get up, boys! There ain't no ruins! Ah! Gotta get me some more boys! And these Yumis is sparking up me truck! Back through the tunnel!
Receiving fire. Get to that position, brothers.
Yeah, this is all the easy part, believe me.
Well done, Commander. Those orcs have opened a path through the hills somehow. Move forward and seal it. Boss took off quick. He's right nap about that truck of his.
More orcs. And lots of cover to use on our approach. Commander, the orcs are using a guard tower near the cave mouth. My squad can take it out with a grenade.
Hostile squad eliminated. Get enemy grenade.
That's not good.
Tarkus, attack formation, brothers. Receiving fire. Greenskin eliminated. Standard movement.
The Greenskins are clearly using that mine as a passage, Commander. Seal that entrance by any means necessary.
The orcs have stacked fuel and ordnance near the entrance over there. A well-placed grenade should ignite it and bring the whole cave down.
Good work, Space Marines. The Greenskins will not be using that passage again anytime soon.
But the leader managed to escape through the tunnel before we could kill him. That was our chance to cut this invasion off at the head.
He will show himself again, Tarkus. And when he does, we will be ready. Thunderhawks are en route. Prepare for extraction. Zeal and fury are rewarded with victory.
So one of the big things with this game is that you're going to be using a lot of interesting stuff. One of them is items and abilities. Some items will be lower level, but their ability is so good that you're just going to keep it.
Welcome aboard Strike Cruiser Armageddon, Commander. Calderis is currently facing a massive orc invasion that threatens to spill over to the entire sector. Urgent distress signals are coming from other nearby sectors, but we must concentrate our efforts here. I need you to take charge of an assault that's stalled on the surface below. Drop to the point marked on the planet map and start pushing into the orcs' flank.
Alright, so this is our main character. You obviously want to equip him with melee weapons. And from here you can kind of look down and see what it is. You got strength, range, stamina, and will. Will is not bad. It gives you more options, more things to drop down and stuff, more accessories to use and commander items. But obviously you can see he's got a really large strength. So that means he's probably better equipped just going down strength. And he's got really good stamina as well, so that means you could go way down in stamina. But not much going on in the range category, so there's really not much point in you doing range, especially since your guy is mostly the melee character. We're just going to keep going down melee for a time being. And because I have all the DLCs, it gives you like a bunch of armors and shit at the beginning of the game, which we're not going to be probably using for quite a bit.
The Greenskins have taken over a hamlet outside Argus. This hamlet sits on a vital supply route, and all of Calderis could fall if we do not dislodge them. Sergeant Avitus and his squad of Devastator Space Marines held the hamlet alone, but they were finally overwhelmed. You must retake the hamlet and drive the orcs back. To aid in this, I am assigning Sergeant Cyrus and his squad of scouts to your command. His infiltration expertise should prove invaluable.
One of the big things that Davian Thule here, you play as him in the Dark Crusade game. So you play Dawn of War Dark Crusade, you play as him in the Space Marines. And lore-wise, that's the faction who wins, is him. As such, you're going to keep hearing references of the Dark Crusade. Here we have Sergeant Tarkus, a veteran of centuries of campaigning. Tarkus led his tactical marines with confidence and a steely demeanor. Slow to anger, Tarkus is rock solid and second in command and expert tactician. He served Davian Thule in the Cronus campaign, that's the Dark Crusade, and quickly established himself as one of Thule's most trusted advisors. Tarkus twice distinguished himself in the campaign, first against the Tau and more against the Necrons, and was awarded Terminator honors for his valor.
Ah, this guard duty stuff is naff. We should be out stopping Uries again like we did to the town. Wait, did you hear something?
Coming out of stealth, a good kid initiate, but you have Cyrus to Armageddon in position.
Space Marines, heartening news. Avitus, the squad leader who defended the hamlet, is still alive. The orcs incapacitated him, but apparently could not finish the job.
Avitus is too stubborn to die.
So it would seem, Cyrus. An orc guard position stands between you and Sergeant Avitus. Approach with stealth and eliminate the Greenskins.
Understood. Look alive, brother. Move quickly.
Bring down that guard tower, Cyrus.
Move quickly. Out of sight. Moving toward target. Foot soldiers, trying to get a precise count.
From here, we're going to activate our satchel charge ability.
A demolition charge will bring that tower down. Excellent. Orc guards eliminated.
Excellent work, Cyrus. Avitus's position is on your tactical display. Revive him so that he may join your attack.
Damn orcs found another path through the hills.
There is a relay beacon near your position, Commander. Secure it, and we can deploy reinforcements to fill out your squads.
How can we serve?
Secure.
Reposition.
Reinforcements inbound.
Brothers, we good.
Excellent. Avitus and his Devastator squad are back to full strength. Now, push into the hamlet and eliminate those orcs, Commander.
So with Avitus, you really gotta be careful because his positioning is very, very vital. It's very key.
Taking position by the barrel.
So yeah, that's right. You can't even use it.
Devastators under enemy attack.
This world good.
Preparedness, we move again, brothers. Tactical squad repositioning.
Be vigilant.
I usually don't like Cyrus that much. I actually don't like
Orcs are
using him.
turning tail.
They could be going for help. Stay alert.
That's just kind of me, though. I usually prefer Avitus
My
and
squad should
Tarkus.
set up in heavy cover, Commander. The suppressive fire from my heavy bolter will keep the Greenskins pinned.
Repositioning.
We need only a word. Be vigilant.
There. Devastator's ready to fire. Our heavy bolters are deadly, but they take time to set up and have a limited field of fire.
Tactical squad, return fire.
In this game, whenever
Scouts
your
here,
faction
still
is
engaged.
retreating, whenever you hit the retreat button, which is X, your character gets like huge range
there
damage
is a second relay
resistance.
beacon near your position. Activate it to finish securing the hamlet.
Tactical squad.
Excellent work, Commander. The hamlet is secure. More orcs are on the way, Commander. Set up your forces to repel the attack. This hamlet must not fall again.
Say it now before the cleansing begins.
Weapons ready. Adjust your positions.
At your command. Advancing.
Orcs on approach.
Come on, greenskins!
Good work, Avitus. They have nowhere to run now. Target them before they can get to cover.
Target destroyed.
Quick! One of our initiates has fallen.
Eliminate that target.
Weapons required.
Such is the fate of the enemies of man.
Orders for us?
Devastators on attack. Return fire. Use it right. Target eliminated.
Don't die.
Tactical squad, return fire.
Now you are a devastator, brother.
Well done, Space Marines. Thunderhawks are on approach to return you to the Armageddon. Zeal and fury are rewarded with victory.
Cyrus is like really good if you are patient, but I'm not very patient. I like to just kind of run through and blow shit up.
Well done, Commander. With the hamlet cleared, we can secure the main route into the capital.
The Greenskins knew to strike where we were most vulnerable, Captain Thule.
Cyrus is correct. Someone is agitating the orcs and pointing them at valuable targets. If we are going to win this war, we need to find out who is using the Greenskins against us.
4% range damage? Hell yeah. Let's increase that, baby. Yeah, 3% accuracy. That's huge. Keep that shit coming. There's one here, it's a shotgun. Yeah, I don't like shotguns. We'll donate that to that. There we go. Now he's got a sick ass mask. Beautiful. Increase your HP and you. Yes.
Commander, the Orcs have struck another valuable target. A powerful Orc chieftain named Gut-Wrencher is leading the assault, but someone must have pointed him at this target, likely without his even knowing it. Take your squads and eliminate this beast before he does more damage. Keep on the lookout for clues as to who may be manipulating him.
So you may kind of realize this, but basically this game is like the same maps over and over and over again, but different locations of those maps, and sometimes the entire map entirely, but the goal is totally different. I think it's a really cool game. And one of the cool things is that you can import your characters from this game to the Chaos campaign. My only issue with that is that when I imported my characters to the Chaos campaign, I felt like it was too easy because I was level like 19 or 20 with all my characters. I was like, wow, this is pretty fucking easy. I feel like I can just destroy everything. That's not a bad thing. It shows that your squad is very veteraned up. You're very good at what you do. Sergeant Avidus specializes in heavy weapons and can unleash massive volleys of gunfire in a short period of time. His Devastator squad rarely leaves any survivors in its wake. A veteran of countless bloody battles, Avidus wields his hatred for the enemy as his greatest weapon. Avidus's seething rage is barely contained while off the battlefield, though, and most of his squad mates have been known to joke that while they do not fear the enemy, they most certainly fear Avidus. This game is really good, it's just its campaign's kind of long. And that's because it's a lot of missions, and the game could be as long as you want. You could do like a fuck ton of side missions, and they just keep endlessly repeating. Like, it's crazy how much is in this game. It's just, as I said, it's not really made for me because I prefer building, you know, buildings and then recruiting troops and watching them destroy the map. This game, you just work with this tiny squad and you gotta really micro their HP amounts, because they will get their asses kicked.
Gut-Wrencher's location is marked on your map display, Commander. You will need to fight through the Orcs defending him.
For the chapter. The Emperor provides.
Rain fire upon us and we shall return it!
Structure flattened by his will.
So from here we got two choices: relay station or automated foundry.
Receiving fire. Show me your superior on your one of them OBTs.
Structure destroyed.
You can only take over one bonus objective, and that is it. I think I'm going to go for the satellite.
Enemy destroyed.
With me.
Tactical Marines awaiting orders. Repositioning.
Moving to cover.
Understood. Going there now.
Let us down!
Commander, you are near an important communication array.
Capturing that array would give us a better hold on the planet, Commander.
That array is well defended. Capturing it will not be simple.
Yeah, try to pull back, try to pull back.
How can we serve?
Let's see if these
confirmed.
fuckers will follow me.
Avitus.
Oh shit, they are.
Under fire.
mission, brothers.
To the enemy. Come. Show me what passes for fury among your misbegotten kind. Gang back!
Run, 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 run.
Avitus,
Steady. The battlefield is growing.
You do get rewards for being super quick, so rushing a campaign is very advantageous. But also, so does killing everything in the campaign.
your command, move!
Scout tactical shift.
Target acknowledged.
Tactical Marines ready. Right away.
Weapons ready.
The array is in our hands.
Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
Come on, aliens! Show me your fury! Going! Like that!
Tactical squad. Heading out. Tactical squad.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, Avitus is just a glutton for punishment. Dude gets fucked up so fast, it is not even.
Avitus here, taking heavy losses. Move quickly. Concentrate fire.
Tactical squad. Return fire. Target destroyed.
Devastators under enemy attack.
The boss let us down!
Box open. Forward. Tactical squad.
You have not yet earned your place.
Heading for that cover!
This one acknowledged.
Obviously, one of the keys to this is to obviously try to be fast. Spam your abilities as much as you can. Use your supplies wisely.
I will carry it out.
Strategic.
Taking
Will
cover.
die like sinners! Cross that wall and hold your own!
The better you do in the campaign mission, killing the most amount of enemies, doing the most amount of objectives, doing the most of everything as fast as possible, increases your campaign score, but more importantly, it allows you to deploy yourself multiple times in a single day, because there's a day cycle in this game.
Advance. Grenade that target.
Nuts to yours!
Target destroyed.
Oh shit, shit. Oh. I did a little bit of damage. Oh, thank God. I didn't even see the grenade.
Show me your fury.
Oh, yes.
Such is the fate of the enemies of man.
Less greenskins will do this world good.
This is why I'm trying to like get through this and just kill as many green skins as humanly possible.
Flies high.
There's no way to like turn your camera like that, unfortunately. A bit of an annoyance. The more enemies you kill, the more you level up. That's always the rule of thumb. Always, always, always. So try to kill as many as you can. Because this early level, things get very important very
Targets
quickly.
awaiting orders.
I think like the highest you can complete the game is
Set up
technically
firing
like,
positions
way
for
up
their
there, like the
orders.
20s.
Tactical squad, return fire.
And I completed at 19, so I skipped a lot of missions. That's because by like the end of the campaign, I was like, dude, just get me the fuck out of here.
Have it cover. Excellent. This is rot. I won't do it.
Objective taken.
Weapons ready.
Cyrus here. Under fire.
Round out. Boy. One of them
Alright, well, we just destroyed the cover we were hiding behind. This game is really beautiful, though, to just watch sometimes. Just to, like, watch the combat as it occurs.
the boss let us down. This is rot. Direct our wrath anew.
Steady. The battlefield is growing.
Eliminated.
Travis is under attack.
Oh, yes. Taunting all of them so they come over to,
Scout weapons fire on the pin.
Hostiles heard.
Overlapping. For fire.
Commander, we do not yet have additional field generators ready. You need to wait until your next deployment to secure another strategic asset.
Orders for us. Keep it tight moving. Target destroyed.
I usually opt for killing everything, even though that does cost me my time.
Tactical Marines ready.
Rest not. There are still targets to engage.
Don't wait. Who's gonna shoot? Get it. Well, frag
Devastator. Structure. Hostile squad eliminated.
Devastators. With me. Devastators. Line up.
No defeat.
Run!
Standard movement.
Devastators under enemy. Orc eliminated.
Alright, there, we killed the whole map. Let's go over here, let's kill the boss.
Target acknowledged. That's a good position.
Say it now before the cleansing. Be vigilant.
Our weapons are
So
ready.
from here's where microing gets a little
Brothers,
difficult.
Hostile movement up ahead.
You got through me, boys, did ya? Guess I got to kill you myself.
Target sighted.
We are
Oh
your death,
my
Greenskin.
Grenade!
No.
Come on, aliens. Show me your fury. No fancy kid gonna save ya.
no, 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 no.
Scatter! Enemy shockwave coming!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ooh,
The enemy has targeted this area.
go, 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 go. No. Are you serious? He knocked out my commander.
Formation, brothers! Go! Navitus under attack!
The enemy has targeted
God
this
damn
area.
it. Oh,
I'm not boss no more!
oh my god.
It.
So now we just lost
The
one
orc
star because
scum
one
is
of our guys
dead
went
at
down.
last.
Ready for extraction, Commander.
Jesus Christ. I wasn't thinking about my commander. I didn't think he would get hit by that. Oh, man. I think it's enough stars, though, because we did just kill everything. And we did it relatively fast. But that bothers me. Let's see. Oh, fuck. That's whatever. That's fine.
Good
That's
work,
annoying.
Commander. Gut-Wrencher's death has scattered his orc band. I am deploying a team to search the orc remains for clues as to who is agitating them.
Have we received any additional word from the neighboring sector, Captain?
No, we have lost all contact with them.
What could possibly take out the communications network of an entire sector in a few days?
We will have to investigate, but the defense of Calderis must come first. Commander, deploy to the surface as soon as your squads are ready.
With Avidus, you have to be a little careful because he is squishy. So you do have to be cautious about losing him. Alright, yeah, no, don't do that. So with Avidus, he has like the most weapon range changes, and as such, he has a bit of a weird mixture. I actually like Avidus a lot because of that. Like, you can have rocket launchers, you got bolters, you got plasma cannons, and you have to really decide before a mission which one of these would be the most beneficial for him. And that's kind of a tough question to answer. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Now let's hold on to it because we're about to recruit a jump trooper. He might need that. Sky Killer.
Commander, the orcs have struck another critical target. The orc raiding parties are led by a knob named Skykiller. This knob leads a squad of Stormboys, orcs equipped with primitive jump packs. Stormboys are especially ruthless orcs that can strike quickly and escape before reinforcements arrive. Eliminate Skykiller. This will buy us valuable time and may uncover who is guiding these orcs.
So we get bonus intelligence because we capture that communication relay. So it tells us nice things. This could be very important later on when we're fighting someone else who all of a sudden our intelligence will say, hey, by the way, they're bringing a tank in this thing. It's like, oh, thank God you told me a tank. Let me go to Avidus and let me equip the plasma launcher or the rockets, so that way he can deal with it. Because if not, we have nothing to deal with the tank. So that's why this game is very weird and very interesting at the same time. It's very well designed. That you have to make your squad highly specific to kill certain things. So here we have a communication array. And here we have a Shrine of the Emperor. Sergeant Cyrus, a veteran space marine with a fearsome reputation, Cyrus has chosen to dedicate himself to train the initiates who serve the Blood Raven Scouts, honing them into full-fledged space marines. Sergeant Cyrus favors subtle and unconventional tactics that are not always popular with his space marines. So those same tactics, however, earned him the attention of the Death Watch, an elite corps of alien hunters serving the Imperial Inquisition. Since he served the Death Watch, one minor issue with his armor is that he should have a pauldron that's the Death Watch pauldron to show that he served. But that's fine. It honestly is such a minor gripe, it's not a big deal. The only gripe that would be important is like Dark Angels. Like Dark Angels should have hoods and tabards. So it's kind of weird when you see Dark Angels and they don't have that. Or, you know, a few other things I could probably list off.
Enemy location flagged on the map, Commander.
We will blaze a trail of blood straight there.
Keep boasting, and the blood will be ours.
Lock's open. Go ahead. Let fly.
Devastator's targeting.
Kill! Green fire! The free tide rises.
More corpses. Serving ammunition.
Offer them no easy targets.
Alright, so we kind of got a little ambush there. That's fine. It's not a big deal.
Say it now before the cleansing begins. Enemy combatants in the field.
We shall return it. Nemesis under attack.
Acknowledged.
They have us targeted.
Lock's on target those greenskins.
Structure flat. And for the chapter.
Hold your seal, brothers.
All guns, open fire.
Alright, we gotta start heading out. Go, 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 go.
Taking position in the brush.
There are like guides on how to do this and get like all stars, but I think as you can see, this is a very, very big map. So if we were to try to kill everything, this is going to take us a very, very, very long time. So sometimes on the bigger maps, I usually don't care about the killing everything objective.
Such is the fate of the enemies of man.
But it is extra level ups, so we definitely could use that.
The enemy infests a shrine to the Emperor. We must eliminate them and retake the shrine.
Commander. The choice is yours. But this will cost us time.
Hostile squad eliminated.
This way.
Tarka's here. Kill the green skin.
Rain fire upon us and we shall return!
Target destroyed. Tactical Marines ready. Brothers, fire!
Suffer the fate of the heretic!
The shrine stands secure. Holding it will make us stronger in battle.
Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
Devastated under enemy attack.
One of the nice things about this game is that they make it where healing is very rapid. Whereas, like in Dawn of War 1, healing took forever.
This is Avitus.
Targeting
Return fire.
In it!
Get to that position, brothers.
There has come a reckoning. Rest not.
He's under attack!
Squad eliminated.
No more coconut!
There we go. Yes, Brandon. God, I love that. When you get the positioning right and you just start spraying and it just becomes a killing field, oh my god, does it feel good.
Your command? Adjust your positions.
Tactical squad, return fire.
We're gonna kill up to here and then we're gonna move on out. Because we're gonna try to kill as many enemies as we possibly
Target
can.
eliminated.
I can only imagine the people who like play this game on the highest difficulty and get all the stars. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's taking so much damage.
Move on to the next target, brothers.
Alright, next target. We're going this way. As I said, we're going to try to clear out the maps as much as we can.
For honor, with the Emperor. Return fire, brother! Not all right, it's too much! In it!
Look alive, brothers. Do not waste what the Emperor provides.
Targeting. Tactical squad, return fire.
Scouts here.
more right, Sergeant.
Enemy has us pinned.
Where the fuck are you going?
Give it back, boy!
In melee. Misguided.
Killed.
Tarka's here. Let fly.
A good kill, Initiate, but you have not yet earned your grace.
Procedure on the building.
Locked in melee.
More corpses.
So when it comes to
Scouts
the
here,
artillery
still
barrage,
engaged.
these do not get replenished, but the satchel charges will, which is kind of interesting. As I said, we're going to try to purge as much as we can off the map.
Cyrus here, under fire. Look alive.
Devastators on enemy attack. Tactical squad, return fire.
I won't do it! This is wrong!
More corpses.
We're taunting them over here.
In it!
Yep.
More corpses.
Oh my god, that is so good. I love that. I just love that. You just see all of them in one big ass group and you just see them just fucking going to town. They're just
Cyrus
spraying
here.
the
Green skin
shit
activity.
out of them.
Tactical marine.
Oh my god.
Cover! Go! Go! Terror! And for the chapter!
Cyrus here, under
Tactical
fire.
squad, return fire.
By his will.
Rain fire upon us
Quickly.
and we shall return it!
Capture.
Offer them no
flat.
easy targets!
Alright, so from here we're gonna try heading down this way. As I said, we're just trying to kill everything on the map. Because XP, gear, all sorts of reasons. Very good reasons, too.
This is Avitus. Tactical marine.
I'm trying to get used to the keybinds. I think the maximum amount of troops you can have is like 6. But very rarely do you ever have a mission that gives you 6 dudes. And you can imagine that's a lot to kind of manage.
Under attack.
Any mission I don't bring Avitus along, I already know it's going to be a hard mission.
I won't do it!
So that's the reason why it's kind of nice and refreshing to just have this. Ugh.
Look alive, our foes grow in strength.
Tactical marine. Tactical squad.
Have engaged. Structure flattened.
This is Avitus.
The chapter's
Oh
recruits
my
stand
gosh.
ready. Deal with that. Hostile movement up ahead, brothers. Enemy has us in close combat.
Readiness is all. Let them fear us, brothers.
Greenskin kill!
Moving to that position.
Look alive, cover reckoning.
Destroyed.
Repositioning.
I think this is going to be everything once we sweep this area.
Devastator's under enemy attack.
Everyone inside.
Ooh, plasma gun.
Target those.
Devastator's fortifications are under assault.
Moving to secure.
Emperor's blessing.
And we leveled up.
Godhead doom. Formation, brothers. Go!
Look alive, brothers.
The chapter banner flies high.
Orcs. Return fire, brothers.
You probably just run and shoot, honestly.
Readiness is all. Form spearhead and advance.
Devastator's tied in
Fine
melee.
work, brothers.
Ah, yes. Oh shit, we forgot our commander. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, again, as I said, massacre as many people as we can and gather as many artifacts as we can. Artifacts, even if they're useless, you can cash them in by submitting them to the librarian, which is like the garbage bin. And once you do that, you get XP. So it can be advantageous to just keep donating artifacts to the librarian. And it feeds in really nicely with the lore of the Blood Ravens, which is that they're thieves. They usually steal shit all the fucking time, which I find really hilarious. That's the reason why you'll see things like what we got was one of the bolter pistols of Baal. It's like, wait, isn't that a Blood Angel relic? What the fuck is that? Why do Blood Ravens have a Blood Angel artifact? It's funny as fuck to me. I think it's great.
This is
Their whole chapter motto is
brothers. We go.
you finders keepers.
Repositioning.
That shit.
The chapter's recruit, be vigilant.
As I said, we're probably not going to get the speed reward, but that's because we're killing everything. I don't know how people do on the max difficulty and just kill everything, capture everything.
Coming down on you.
Nothing dies.
Always be beneath me feet. Move in for the kill. Concentrate fire.
Scout to God. The Emperor provides.
Brace yourselves for me, bomb.
Run.
Kill the greenskin.
Nothing can save you.
Do not let him escape. Enemy leader targeted. Moving to that position. I am the Emperor's weapon. Always fury. Target those greenskins. Grenade! Heading out.
Enemy bombs!
Oh my god. Let's keep firing.
Scouts here. Scouts.
Xeno targeting. Orders over there. Kill their commander.
Holy shit, he is not letting me deploy these guys.
Me boots and your death!
Look alive, brothers.
Blast him down.
Or die like I lived! Loud, fast, and dangerous!
Yeah.
Enemy destroyed, Commander.
Another greenskin dead.
Make ready for extraction.
Let our enemies beware, for victory is ours.
%98. Shit. Some fucker stayed alive.
Well done, Commander. We have found crucial evidence among the remains of Skykiller and Gutwrench's orcs. Both had recently visited Fellhammer Mine in the mountains outside Argus. Whoever is stirring up the orcs must be using Fellhammer as a base of operations.
Alright, just about everyone leveled up. Level 4, level 3. 10% chance per hit to damage all nearby enemies. 2 melee skill, yeah, we're doing that. We can get rid of this. Oh, yes. Oh, whoa, no, don't replace that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down melee again. Yes, Righteous Fury. Alright, you, Unforgiving Truth, improved defense bonus while in cover. Yes, chance to knock back enemies. That is awesome. Yes. We have a two-handed plasma gun. Oh, yes. Level 6. So with this, we're going to want probably Purity Seal because this gives us more armor so we can survive when we get attacked. Alright, so we got 2 choices, a level 4 and a level 4. Let's see. 6% range damage, whereas there's an 11% chance. Yeah, let's do the Spurgeon. Yeah. I kind of want more accuracy. Yes! Finally get it. The sniper rifle, yes. 1 sight and 48 health. Yeah, this can go in the dumps. Superior power armor. Holy crap. So we have a lot of gear that we can be using. We just need to level up more.
Commander, the time has come to strike at our true enemy. Whoever has been provoking and guiding the Greenskins is holed up at Fellhammer Mine on the outskirts of Argus. We believe that Mech Badzappa, the orc who escaped us when you first arrived on Calderas, is also headed for the mine. You and your squads will drop south of Fellhammer and push north. Strength and firepower will pay greater dividends than stealth. For this reason, Sergeant Cyrus will remain aboard the Armageddon and provide mission support.
Yes. Here we go. We got Thaddeus. Thaddeus made a name for himself battling the feral orcs of Calderas and Typhon. Brash and idealistic, he leads his assault marines with undisguised enthusiasm. A native of Meridian, Thaddeus was an undercity gang leader when Davianthil recruited him to become a Blood Raven. Although his days as a ganger are long gone, Thaddeus maintains a brazen attitude he learned in the undercity.
What's that in the sky?
It's one of those missions where we start in the middle of the fucking map. I hate these ones, but whatever.
Eliminate the orcs. Receiving fire.
Move north up the valley, Commander. Get to Fellhammer Mine and find out who is stirring up the orcs.
As far as I recall, this mission is very linear.
Xenos. Movement on the ridge. Gone. But those were no orcs.
Here's the convoy. The orcs slaughtered them.
We will avenge them. Keep moving. Orc gunners on the ridge! Get to cover!
Fury from the sky! Cut them down! Sergeant Thaddeus, reporting for duty, Commander.
Did you have a pleasant rest, waiting for the most dramatic moment to strike?
Good to see you too, Avitus.
Adjust your positions.
Command, reposition.
This is Thaddeus. Relocating. Commander, my squad can use our jump packs to land right in the middle of those gunners. They're no match for us in close combat.
Gunners eliminated. Commander, there is a communications array nearby that we should secure for the chapter. Strategic assets like these grant us combat advantages and allow us to more easily reinforce in the field.
I will run a scan on their defenses. Commander, the orcs are well entrenched at the main entrance. A frontal assault would be unwise. A jump, some grenades, and we're in, Cyrus.
And right in the sights of the whole orc horde.
It's really not that bad. Compared to the previous assaults, yeah, this is like easy peasy.
How can we reposition?
Our weapons are ready. Brothers, we go.
Assault squad ready.
Full assault then! Strike hard and true!
Select our wrath anew.
Engage jump packs.
Preparedness is on. Right away.
Foul green skin! It is done. Move on.
Get to that position, brothers.
Foul green skin! Aerial assault, go!
My only issue with Thaddeus is that he's very fragile. He dies like very easily. That's my only issue with Thaddeus, is that how fragile he is. He dies so fucking fast, you have to really pay attention.
Thaddeus,
So while he can jump in and kill 3 squads in one hit, the issue with Thaddeus is that he can die from one single squad just shooting him. It's a real pain in the ass.
Point.
Excellent, Commander. This array will provide us with valuable combat intelligence in future operations.
Fellhammer Mine is close by, Commander.
Come, brothers.
Trouble. These are the orc guards killed where they stood. Someone else has gone through here.
Swiftly! Before the humans arrive!
We cannot allow one obstinate orc to derail the Osseous plan.
You did spoon Sky Killer and Gut Wrencher. Me sideboard guy says you ain't even orcs at all!
Now the humans join the fray, I see. The fools cannot see the true threat facing us all.
What? Blackfist, not Space Marines too! Time to leg it!
Eldar, and a warlock leads them.
Commander, the Eldar must be the ones who have been stirring up the orcs. Kill those Eldar before they escape.
Under attack.
Oh no, everyone stop.
Where are we needed? Moving to engage. Engage by Eldar!
Hostiles purged.
Neither killing nor dying frightens me. Feel my wrath, humans.
Back.
Feel the force of a disciplined mind.
The enemy has incapacitated our
What?
commander.
How are we supposed to counter that?
Use a grenade.
And so we dally on the threshold of apocalypse.
Yeah, like how the fuck are you supposed to resist that? He just one-shot our commander.
Receiving fire.
Grenade!
You, the leader, suffer in measure to your authority.
Kill that witch! Curse the heretic!
He just one-shot the leader. There's nothing you could have done. Like, what the fuck was that?
The orcs could have slowed them down, given us time. You have doomed us all.
Rant all you wish, Eldar. We stand, and you have fallen.
Zeal and fury are rewarded with victory.
What the fuck was I supposed to do? Oh, that's so annoying. He just randomly goes boom, and then it's just instant one-shot.
This is a grave development,
Fuck.
Commander. The Eldar are evidently provoking and influencing the orcs. Their involvement is hardly good news.
They claim to be stirring up the orcs to combat a common threat. What could that be?
I would not put much stock in what the Eldar say. They are deceitful and manipulative by nature.
That they are, Tarkus, but the Eldar aren't fools. The warlock you defeated may have been guiding the orcs here on Calderis, but he was only one part of a larger plan. We are receiving reports that the Eldar are stirring up the orcs on the nearby Typhon system. The Armageddon will take you to Typhon, so you can engage the enemy there. I will relay all distress signals we receive from Typhon back to you.
Alright, so now we got a new chainsword. What level are we? We're level 5? Okay. This is the big one. Regaining HP is really, really nice. Alright, so let's see. We got 2 extra melee skill, 18 energy. Yeah, we can throw that away now. Aw, he's not even high enough level to even wear armor. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, man. That's a fucking bummer. Okay, so this is level 5 bolter. It's really not that good. We're just gonna get rid of it. Now, I want this guy to wear... Ooh, hello. Oh yeah, that looks sick as fuck. So let's see, this is melee skill. I was gonna put armor purgation on him. I think it is a better armor, yeah. Thaddeus leveled up again because we're donating items. Oh, we're gonna get rid of this as well. At least you're wearing an armor. Thaddeus is one of those characters where he dies so quickly, you have to be very cautious. It's not even funny how, like, bad he dies. Alright, so 62 damage, 45. Yeah, we'll wear this instead. This is like my ideal setup for most of the game.
Commander, this is the Armageddon's navigation display. From here, you can review data on the planets of the Aurelian subsector. You can also order the Armageddon to initiate warp travel to one of these worlds. When you are ready, initiate travel to the Typhon system.
So Imperial Shrines give you more experience. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. I kind of forgot that about it. So as the one tip was just kind of telling me is that if you do really, really well in a thing and you get a bunch of stars, you can deploy a second time in a single day. And when you deploy a second time, if you do really, really, really well, you can deploy a third time in a single day. This causes temporary side missions to be completed really, really fast.
Commander, the Greenskins continue to attack vulnerable targets. A communications array has come under attack from an Orc horde. They seek to loot and destroy this important structure. These arrays improve our communications across the subsector and allow us to monitor enemy movements. We cannot afford to lose that advantage. The Orc assault is about to begin, Commander. The Greenskins will target the generators powering the array. If those fall, the relay will be theirs.
Cover, brothers.
Yeah, let's send some troops over. One time I played with Cyrus and I just had him invisible and he went all the way over there and just dealt with it.
The enemy is return fire. Aerial assault. Go. It is done. Move on.
Tactical squad, grenade that target.
Orcs are firing on us. There, go. It is done. Move on. Engage jump packs.
Run, you retard! No!
Go. Show our strength. Throws on the enemy's guns.
Target destroyed.
We're gonna try to capture this objective really, really fast. I think it might be best if Avidus goes back, because he is rather slow.
Orcs are firing on us!
Your orders, box open. Get to that position, brothers. Honor and duty. Under attack.
Reposition. Mark.
Tactical marine, ready for battle.
Orcs are firing on us!
Tied up in hand-to-hand combat.
Oh my god.
Engage jump packs.
Tactical, get to that position. Grenade that target. Move on to the next target, brothers.
Tactical squad, return fire.
I understand its importance. Relocating. Foul green kid! Reposition. Mark. I understand its importance.
Target, this is rock.
A few less. Destroy them.
Foul green
Fire, brothers.
Aerial assault.
Oh my god, no.
Going in now.
Oh.
Requesting some.
Oh. I don't know if aborting mission counts. Oh. It does. Oh, man. That is such a pain in the ass. You gotta be kidding me. Wait. Does it... Oh, man, that's such a pain in the ass. Yeah, what's up, alerts? Oh, man. I'm so disappointed by that. That's not what I want. I don't want that. I want this, yes. We'll go Cyrus on this mission.
Commander,
I think what would be best is if Cyrus goes invisible, throws a satchel charge, jumps into the building, and then just fucking
the
sits there
Orc
and does
assault
it.
is about to begin, Commander.
Okay,
The
it's a different time
Greenskins
of
will
day.
target the generators powering the array. If those fall, the relay will be theirs.
At your command. Into that building, brothers.
The chapter's recruits stand ready. Quickly, brothers.
Oh, that is so disappointing, dude. That disappoints me to no end. My displeasure is extensive.
Cyrus here.
Tactical squad.
Cyrus here. Under fire.
Yep, just go invisible and run around. How the fuck are you discovered?
Time to emerge.
Tactical squad.
Somehow my guy got
Return
discovered.
Hostiles.
One of our initiates has fallen.
Grenade.
Finish this. Scouts, On my mark.
Somehow I got discovered. I'm not sure how. I don't know how.
Greenskin fire!
Yes. What is it?
Such is the fate of the enemies of man.
Alright, so now we can't move.
Acknowledged.
In melee!
The green tide.
No.
Destroying the key structure. The building. It can live outside. That's for one and all.
Acknowledged. Rest not. There are still targets to engage.
Is he not regenerating HP?
Sentry guns is under enemy attack.
What word? As order. On my way. I will carry it out. Cyrus here, under fire.
Nope, 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 nope. Oh, thank God. Whew.
Structure flat. Do not waste.
The enemy has targeted one of our turrets.
I thought Queens was gonna shoot dead! Oh, nuts to yours!
Waiting for order without hesitation. Coming out of stealth. Moving to capture.
Yes, we did it. Oh, man. Whew. That was scary as fuck. Why are you not shooting?
Target destroyed.
Tactical Marines.
Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
Our fortifications are under assault. The enemy has destroyed one of our sentry guns.
Beautiful.
Devastator Marines ready for combat.
Structure flat.
Go past the building!
On my mark.
This is Avitus. Repositioning.
How can we serve?
The boss let us down!
Now, when you play Dawn of War 1, Scout Marines with sniper rifles can just shred any infantry unit, usually.
Run!
Tarkus here.
Always engaging at range. Tarkus here. Enemy has us in close combat.
Devastator under enemy attack. Devastator. Shoot them.
Oh!
Come on,
Direct our wrath anew. The boss mad at me or something.
Be vigilant.
Green skin eliminated.
Cyrus here. Green skin activity. On the attack. The green tide rises. Do not underestimate the green skins. Behind it! Coming out of stealth.
This is Avitus. Advance.
Tactical Marine position.
Say it now before the cleansing begins. On the attack.
Enemy troops. Tied up in hand-to-hand combat.
Look alive, brothers.
No more right side all. Come quick, boys!
Move quickly. Target Scouts on my mark.
Another enemy crushed. Come quick, boys! This is Brock! Move his name. Our wrath on you.
Get to that receiving fire. Target destroyed.
Say it now.
All right, cool. We got a
before the
power
cleansing
fist.
begins.
Woohoo.
Very well.
Going to the stones.
Locked in melee.
Show me what passes for fury among your misbegotten kind.
By his will.
Xenos. Tactical squad, return fire.
Don't die. Please don't die.
Flip away.
That would be such
One of our
bullshit right now.
initiates has fallen.
Time to emerge.
Orc target destroyed.
You've got to be shitting me, dude. Oh my god. That's what I get for trying to attack. That is what I get.
To the attack.
What are you doing, dude? Just stay there and shoot. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. That's annoying right there when you're clicking to shoot and then Avidus is like, oh yeah, let's melee him. It's like, no, don't. Why the fuck would you melee him?
How can we serve? Outside, brothers.
Let our enemies beware.
That was
Victory
awful.
is ours.
Oh my god. Somehow you're supposed to attack at the same time. At least we got a lot of war gear. That was actually really good for gear.
Excellent work, Commander. Losing that array would have been a devastating blow in our fight to save the sector. Losing it to the orcs would have been particularly painful, since their plan was to loot it for parts.
That would have been a blow. No arrays of this type have been made in 2 millennia.
That is correct, Sergeant. We no longer have the technology to make these arrays. Losing one is a blow the Imperium never fully recovers from.
It still remains unclear what the Eldar hope to gain by provoking the orcs. Whatever their purpose, the Eldar are using all their trickery to disrupt communications outside the sector. We are uncertain how they are managing this, but our astropaths describe their interference as a shadow across the warp.
A shadow across the warp? Those were their exact words?
Yes, those were their exact words, Cyrus. We have more immediate problems, however. Mech Badzappa is mounting another offensive on the capital, and I need to see to our defenses. Secure Typhon quickly. I could use you back here soon. Thule out.
Why so concerned with the ravings of astropaths, Cyrus?
No reason. I just hope that casting a shadow across the warp is an ability the Eldar truly have, for all our sakes.
The thing is that Cyrus has been around, especially with the Death Watch. So he has more understanding of aliens than anyone else. That's kind of why, like, if he's perking up and saying, whoa, hey, what did you just say? That probably means that he's aware of something. It's very cool. I like that little detail. Yeah, donate that. Alright, so we have a lot of superior armors. What the fuck? Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Blade of Ulyss. Wait, what's the armor rating? 16, 10? Yeah, take that. Flamers are unfortunately two-handed, which is a bit of a problem. Let's see. What's the range? 21 meters, 34, 34. Okay. I've never gone Flamer before, but I am very curious to see how this would go if I actually did it. Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Why the hell not, right? All right. There we go. Yes. Save.
Commander, we have located a substantial Eldar strike force. This force appears to be led by one of their so-called warp spiders. Warp spiders are capable of rapid teleportation, which may explain how the Eldar are monitoring the orcs on Typhon without being seen. Eliminate him, and uncover what you can of the Eldar plans on Typhon.
I think I'm gonna not use Thaddeus so much. I usually like him a lot, but right now I'm having a hard time keeping my commander alive. And for this mission in particular with Eldar, they usually have buildings, so Cyrus is gonna be really good at sniping those buildings. Throwing satchel charges and shit. This here is such a good wallpaper image. I swear to God. This is such a good fucking art piece. Like right here. Oh my God, this looks so good. I think the avatar of Cain needs to be deleted because it doesn't match the whole blue, black, and white. Replace him instead with like scorpions or some shit. But besides that, this picture right here is so fucking good. God damn, that's raining hard as shit. You can barely see anything. TGI Fridays, baby. Killing Xenos on a Friday. Welcome everyone. Here you're watching a jackass play Dawn of War 2. A really bad jackass. I'm good at Dawn of War 1, not good at Dawn of War 2.
Commander, our scanners place the warp spider in the position marked on your map.
He will not stay there for long. We should move. Agreed, but watch for traps. Hostile movement up ahead, brothers. The chapter.
Targets here.
We have engaged.
Tactical squad, return fire.
Dude, the Flamer ignores cover, so these fuckers are taking so much damage right now, it's funny as shit.
Excellent, Space
Oh my
Marines.
God, I should have used the flamethrower a long ass time ago. This is too good.
Enemy assault forces spotted. Target destroyed. Quickly.
Avitus. Avitus under attack.
Squad eliminated.
Eldar down. To the attack. Formation, brothers. Go.
Get to that position, brothers. Eldar, watch for an ambush.
Your command.
Ready. Destroy them.
Let's see them destroy this shit.
All Eldar. I serve with honor. Very well.
Good. Now we don't need to use frag grenades to get them out of the fucking building. That's nice.
Return fire. Enemy troops destroyed.
Your command.
In melee. Cannot slip away. Under attack. Attack outside. Enemy destroyed. I will not know. Trying to Xenos from their hiding places. Scouts here. Still engaged. Eldar targets. Engaging with Doctors here under heavy armor fire.
Direct our wrath.
This way. Scouts acknowledged.
This game does feel like a mixture of Space Marine and Eldar gameplay. So when you try playing the Imperial Army in Dawn of War Retribution, it just doesn't feel right. Same with when you kind of play as like the Orcs, but they justify it by saying you're an Orc freebooter. So that's the reason why you're kind of just roaming around. But as I said, to me it's just kind of a weird game. It's very tactical. So if you like holding certain positions and watching fuckers get mowed down as they like get out of position, this is definitely the game for you. If you're more of a grand strategy kind of person where you're building bases, taking and holding objectives, this may not be the game for you. Oh my god. The HP on this thing is flying the fuck down.
A good kill, Initiate, but you have not yet earned your place.
We're gonna go for the Imperial Shrine so that way we get more XP, now that I know that that's what it does.
Form spearhead and advance. How can we serve?
I'm healing just from melee attacks. So right now I'm healing like 11 HP every melee attack. It's insane. This is so good.
Eldar down.
Yeah, sniper shots suppress enemies. That's true in Dawn of War 1 as well. In Dawn of War 1, you usually, that's like the main way you can like suppress enemies is with Space Marines. To start deploying them. For the Eldar, they have Rangers, and Rangers do the exact same shit as Scout Marines. But a lot better. They usually like one shot, even heavy infantry.
Quick! Attackers here. With me, brothers, to see their target.
Foe is engaging at range.
Emperor's blessing. Tactical squad, return fire.
Their grenades more or less just displace you, they don't actually do anything.
Destroy them. Use cover!
We have them.
Avatar tactical squad, return fire.
Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
New orders for us? Preparedness is all. This way, brothers.
Alright, so this is the ending. Let's back up. Let's go this way.
Engage the enemy.
The Eldar are one of those factions that, they're highly specific. So if you use, like, the spiders that we're fighting, the spider dudes, they're anti-infantry. If you use them, let's say, against a tank, it doesn't matter how long you give them, it doesn't matter how much firepower you have, they're not going to do any damage. Yeah, our commander's just not taking any damage. Destroying everything.
Heading out. Under attack. Go ahead.
Eldar down. This way.
More corpses.
To capture.
Hone your zeal, brothers.
Objective taken.
We could have gotten the automated factory, but in my opinion, the factory is kind of the worst. Just because it gives you more tarantula turrets to put down when you defend. And it, the other thing that it does that actually is kind of good is it lowers the threshold that you need to get a second mission in a single day. So in other words, sometimes in order to get that bonus of, you know, three missions in a single day, you need to have like 5 stars on a mission. Well, if you have enough automated factories, it only takes like 3 stars.
Direct our route. Enemy has us tactical squad. Receiving fire. Brothers, fire.
Excellent, Space Marines.
Your command. Formation, brothers. Go. Tactical standard movement.
Our commander is a seek and forget missile, dude. He's so good.
Tactical squad, return fire. Destroy them. Your command. Target destroyed.
Under suppression fire.
not yet have additional field generators ready. You need to wait until your next deployment to secure another strategic asset.
Receiving fire.
Scouts here, still in engaged. Target lost. Structure flashed.
Your command, concentrate fire.
Receiving fire.
Eldar destroyed.
We have engaged.
Eldar down!
Scouts here, still engaged. Move quickly, vigilant brothers.
Hostile squad eliminated.
So that being said, me being bad at this game, and it's not really my flavor of a strategy game, do I dislike this game? Absolutely not. This game's actually really good. And I'll admit it, this game is really good despite not being my cup of tea. Does it mean that I wish I liked it? Absolutely. I wish I could like really get into this and play like countless hours on it. But as it stands, holy crap, you sound like I do.
Alive, brothers, be vigilant.
But as it stands, I played this game maybe like 30 hours, 40 hours.
Weapons fire has a bid.
Tactical squad, eliminate those Eldar before they slip away.
Oh my god, we punched the building to death. Hell yeah.
Best not. There are still targets to engage.
Brothers, claim it for the chapter.
Let them fall before us! Return fire, brother!
Cyrus here, under fire.
All Eldar will meet such an end.
Now we just cleared the map. We'll get our 5-star for slaying everybody, which is nice. I like that. Give me all that juiciness. Yeah, we just punched him in one hit, killed his ass.
Such is the fate of the enemies of man.
The enemies of man shall falter.
That's a good position.
The Blood Ravens, like most Space Marine chapters, doesn't see the Emperor as a god, but instead just as a man. This puts them in clashes with Sisters of Battle, who view the Emperor as a god. But there are some chapters that do view the Emperor as a god. Not all, but there are some.
There he is! Wait. Is he smiling?
Here you come, my good little prey. Now if you would just do me the further kindness of dying.
He brings reinforcements. Eliminate them.
Another angle, I think. Try to wriggle out of this, worms.
Cyrus here.
What's happening to my guy? Okay.
I see you did not quite think this through. Come, surely
Ooh, no.
you can do better.
Come on, aliens! Show me your fury!
Tactical squad. He brings reinforcements. Eliminate them. Tactical squad. Grenade that target. Enemy
We will see their ranks.
move into that position.
Come on, aliens! Show me your fury! Concentrate fire! Have it as quick!
Tactical Marines are ready.
Return fire, brothers!
Get him, brothers! Get him!
Receiving fire.
It is the way of nature. A predator stumbles, and he becomes prey.
He considered us mere prey.
No longer.
Victory is but a prelude to the next battle.
Yep, additional deployment mission available. So now when we do the next mission, there's a chance we'll get another deployment. If we had another foundry, it would have lowered this a little bit, but that's really not a big deal. Because as long as I keep everybody alive and I kill everything, I'm guaranteed.
Excellent work, Commander. Without warp spiders stirring up the orcs, Typhon is far more secure. Your victories against the orcs and Eldar have stabilized the situation on Typhon for the time being. Not all news is good, however. We are receiving numerous reports of local vegetation mutating and attacks by hordes of leaping alien creatures.
These creatures, what do they look like?
Most of the reports are from citizens, Cyrus, and their fear makes for unreliable descriptions. I need you to return to Calderis as soon as possible. Bad Zappa's orcs have gathered for another major strike against the planetary capital. Without your support, I fear Calderis will fall.
Yep. So we got a plasma gun. That's not bad, but it's not good either. Boom, now we're leading elite squad veterans. Hell yeah. Yeah. So now we get the Unerring Thunderbolt. Even though I could be like level 9 or 10 or 11 or 12, I'll still keep a rocket launcher in my inventory as well as a plasma cannon. Because God forbid, if you ever enter into a mission that has tanks and you don't have this, you're so fucked. It's not even funny. Alright, so let's see. We don't got anything, really? Nice. Alright, so let's see. We got this and this. Yeah, I don't want to switch you. Alright, so let's see here. 31, 3% accuracy, 7% range damage. We'll do that. Taucus. 31 HP, 20. This makes him a lot tankier, so I'll keep it. Because 10 armor rating is pretty significant, considering that this gives him 18. So his armor rating's 28, my commander's 27. Holy shit. Thaddeus. Let's look at you, buddy boy. Yeah, we'll just return that. So he's level 6, everyone else is level 7. I think this time around I'm just going to stick with this. Now, when you switch planets, you lose a day. So even if you have bonus objective days and shit like that, you still lose a day when you transfer planets. And as I said, you could spend a long time just bouncing from planet to planet, defending objective after objective. But eventually you gotta do the main quest and get that shit over with. That's why my campaign ended at level 19, was because I had like 12 fucking missions to do across the sector, and I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm going for the main objective. We're done with this shit. Damn, we've killed about 1,000 orcs so far. Jesus Christ. No, it marked against us on the defend missions. Fuck. Are you kidding me?
Commander, Mech Bad Zappa and his orcs are set to overrun Argus, the planetary capital. If they do so, all of Calderis will fall. I have set up a defense at the city gates, but the Initiates and Space Marines there need your support. You will drop south of their position and drive north to secure the gates. I have taken a few Space Marines to the east and have cut off the Orcs' main approach. Calderis must not fall, Commander.
Davian Thule of Subsector Aurelia. Davian Thule charged with protecting the Blood Raven's recruiting world of Calderis and Typhon. Thule vaulted to prominence 4 centuries ago when he slew the Chaos Witch Morgana in the Black Fortress of Vespa. He further proved himself with his heroics in the Cadia campaign and his command of the Cronus campaign. Thule is highly respected Bloodraven's captain and is renowned for being fiercely protective. Yep.
Boss, I think we threw a greedy thing.
What? You kids can't do anything right! I'll have to fix it myself!
Purge the aliens!
Eliminate those orcs!
Yumis, let's get shooting!
Get these growth munchers off of me backside!
The orc leader! He's getting away!
Heading for that cover! Heading for that cover!
The chapter's recruits stand ready.
Over the wall!
Killed!
This is another, I think, linear mission.
Offer them no easy targets!
Meet me storm, boys! Yeah, nasty! Kill these kids, boys! I'm heading for the Yumi base!
Commander, that orc is heading to lead an attack on the town gates. Pursue and eliminate him.
Box open.
Hold the line! With me? Ain't save your camp now, you dinks!
Oh my god, Predator tank. He really thinks that that's gonna work.
Down.
Tactical squad. Hit that target. Time to get out of here!
Commander, if Argus falls, all of Calderas goes with it. You must prevent the orcs from breaching the city gates. Drive the orcs back.
Rest up. There are
Hurry upon them!
The next target, brothers.
Commander, Tarantula sentry guns are ready to deploy. Relay positions and they will drop in to bolster your defense.
Be vigilant.
Tactical squad, return fire.
He's all built up!
Target destroyed.
Kill shit, but you have not yet earned your place.
Damn, dude, this Predator tank's like made out of fucking cheese or something. He's getting disintegrated.
Tactical Marines awaiting orders.
Defenses, Commander. Drive them back.
Tactical squad, return fire.
In their ranks.
Ready for battle.
Eliminate the rest of the orcs before they attack again, Commander.
No, I thought no way was gonna
Are pushing through our defenses, Commander. Drive them back.
Keep fighting.
You lot have made a mess of all me plans. I don't appreciate that. out into war! Force fields up and I'm unstoppable! Here's a taste of me mega rumbler, you kids!
The greenskin is causing an earthquake.
Greenskin proximity mines.
What the fuck?
Run for your lives!
Tactical shift.
We shall return.
Target those greenskins.
Enemy has us in close combat. This way.
Run away, run away, run away.
I am the Emperor's weapon, armed with fury. With me, brothers, advance. Grenade that target.
The field is deadly up close. Attack from range.
Tactical Marines ready.
The Emperor's light is my force.
Dude, I can't even see the grenades. Holy crap. This guy's just not taking shit damage.
Heading out.
All guns,
Attack formation, brothers.
We're gonna punch this fucker to death. Oh.
Oh, that's much too big an O to be in an orc like me!
There were grenades everywhere.
Thule to all Blood Ravens. Prepare for emergency extraction to the Armageddon. We are facing far more than orcs or Eldar.
Commander, Captain Thule needs your aid. Deploy to his position immediately.
Yeah, this is where shit gets crazy. Here we go. We're gonna meet the great enemy of this campaign. And it's hard as shit.
Tactical squad.
We will fill their
Call
ranks.
your Xenos, brothers.
Here we go.
Open fire.
Tyranids.
What were those things? A foe far deadlier than orcs or Eldar, Thaddeus.
More Xenos. Fight through to Captain Thule.
Remember your duty. Victory or death.
Now, Davian Thule's never faced Tyranids. In fact, many people haven't. Cyrus has because of his Death Watch experience.
There he is.
Commander, I ordered all of you to extract, not to run to your death!
Right away. Grenade that target. Keep fighting. We are pushing them back.
We will kill every last one of them! Direct our wrath!
Meteorite inbound on your position.
Not a meteorite, Martellus. That is a Tyranid spore.
Hey!
Tyranid warrior! Kill the large warrior beast! It is directing the others! Target down. Next target.
No!
Captain Thule! Get to Captain Thule! Tactical, get to that position, brother. Keep the beast at range! We have Captain Thule.
Thunderhawk 1, emergency extraction at relay coordinates. Thunderhawks 3 and 4, follow with bombing run, purification spread. Purge the alien, and may the Emperor be with us all.
Zeal and fury are rewarded with victory. We face our darkest hour. Captain Thule has fallen to aliens who have escaped retribution. A massive hive fleet looms over our recruiting worlds. But this battle is not over.
Get Captain Thule to the apothecary! Hurry!
Calm yourself, Thaddeus. Gordian is already at work.
Commander, I am Apothecary Gordian, Chief of Genomedicine aboard the Armageddon. Captain Thule still lives, but he is in grave condition. Many of his vital organs and implants were destroyed, and an alien poison is attacking surviving tissues. I have placed Captain Thule in stasis to halt the poison's progress, but as of now, I have no means to counteract its effects.
Gordian had better prepare himself for more of us to require his tending.
You fear the aliens, Cyrus?
I know no fear, Avitus. But I am no fool. Those were Tyranids, alien monsters who strip worlds of all life. There are billions of them, and only a handful of us.
Have you faced these things before, Cyrus?
Once, a long time ago, when I served in the Death Watch. We are going to need all the help we can get to face this infestation. Even then, we will probably fail.
Commander, with your permission, I will attempt to raise the nearest of our chapter fleets. This may take some time, however. In the meantime, we need to secure Typhon before the rest of the Tyranid swarm arrives. Otherwise, our supply lines will be devastated. There is an Eldar raiding party that continues to wreak havoc on our defenses on Typhon. We should return to Typhon and eliminate those Eldar.
So now we have a Tyranid infestation meter, and the larger this gets, the more you're going to see the map change a bit, where all of a sudden the map is going to have just straight up Tyranid, what's it called? Tyranid plants and such like that. There's bonuses for keeping the infestation to a minimum and trying your best to just stave it off as long as you can. Alright, so let's look. We got just a flamer, pistol, 11 damage, 11.5. Oh, hey, what do you know? I leveled up. Yeah, I think we should probably get rid of this. Because Cyrus, I don't think Cyrus can use plasma. Yeah, he can't. So, unfortunate. Ooh, hello.
Commander, we have located the Eldar raiding party that threatens our supply lines between Typhon and Calderas. We have identified their leader as the dangerous Ranger Nemerian. He is apparently coming from an operation in Orc territory. This is our chance to cripple Eldar operations on Typhon. We may also uncover more of the Eldar's plans. I suggest we neutralize him immediately, Commander.
So as you can see, we're getting a lot of bonus information because we have about half of the relay centers around the sector. So we know that most of their enemies are in the center of the map, and then we also know they're vulnerable. Not much of a tip, but sometimes it is very nice when it tells you, hey, these guys have vehicles. When it tells me that, dude, I get so happy. I'm like, oh my god, thank you for telling me that. Because that changes my loadout completely.
Eldar warriors have deployed to defend the target, Commander. They hope to cover his escape, no doubt.
This we cannot allow.
Cyrus here, under fire. Under attack.
Run.
Eldar down.
Alright, so Cyrus somehow lost his squad already. Don't know how that happens, but it did. Let's look around. I don't think there's going to be enemies here. Yeah, let's just go this way. This way is going to take us to this factory that we can claim. It's also going to let us avoid most of the center conflict.
What word?
By us flanking, we're going to, of course, hit them where it hurts, which is their webway gates. We're also going to get our bonus objective. The fuck was that? Oh my fucking god, that's
Under fire. Cyrus, take your cover.
Oh wow, they got destroyed relatively quickly.
Target destroyed.
I was expecting that to be way worse.
What word? As you order.
Tactical Marines will get to that position, brothers. Eliminate one less Eldar to plague us. Tactical Devastators under enemy attack. Eldar down. You're fucking fire. See no target.
Waiting for order. Position. Capture.
We're healing just for melee.
Tactical squad, return fire. Destroy them.
Blast these fucking assholes. Shit.
Nemesis under attack.
Oh.
Loose formation. Scout squad ready for orders. Look alive.
Enemy troops destroyed.
We will thin their
Holy shit. I do think if they made a Dawn of War game and you only played the Eldar, I think it would be just as good as this is. And the reason why is because the Eldar are just like the Space Marines in a sense. They fight in very elite squads. I'm surprised we're doing this much damage, but then again we have the Power Fist, and the Power Fist is giving them the Imperial Fisting that we always love.
Commander, a critical manufacturing facility lies nearby. Capturing it will allow us to deploy more rapidly.
Show me what passes for fury among your misbegotten.
Hostiles purged. Tactical squad. Weapons fire. Weapons fire has a hit. Into that position, brothers. Structure platform. Use a grenade. Such is the fate of the enemies of man. Get to that position, brothers. Your command, the tank moving. Come on, aliens. Show me your fury. The foe is engaging in range. This way, tactical squad. Return fire. Excellent space marines. Habitus under attack.
Actually, we have a shotgun.
Four corpses. Destroy them.
Now's the time for souls to become demons.
Look alive, brother. Moving to capture.
Come on, aliens. Enemy grenade. Let them fall before us.
Moving to capture.
Habitus.
Not a lot of resupply bags. I guess I should be a little bit more cautious with my grenades and such.
Well done, Commander.
I trust this was worth the effort.
It was. With this foundry in our hands, we can redeploy more quickly. Its beacon also allows for healing and reinforcement. Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
There we go. Yeah.
Excellent space marines.
Tarkus here. Grenade that target. Placement in those rooms.
Eldar down.
They fire off us again.
Another enemy crushed.
Yes. Ugh. So now we're gonna come up their ass and we're gonna blast them the fuck out of here.
Say it now before the cleansing. Be vigilant.
This is Habitus.
Eldar, take nothing for granted.
Tactical squad.
I have Xenos attention.
Forward.
Look alive, brothers. Scouts, on my mark. We have come
Tactical squad. Return to battle. This way, brothers. Such a kill. Standard movement. That's a good squad eliminated.
Excellent space marines.
What the fuck is hitting me so hard?
suffer the fate of a heretic.
Acknowledged. This way. Structure flat.
Devastator Marines with me!
Collide, brothers. By his will.
Show me your fury! Eliminate those Eldar before they slip away. Structure platform. Come on, alien. Show me your receiving fire. Eliminate those Eldar before they slip away.
Take them to the round.
On my mark.
Tactical squad, return fire.
There we go. Yes. They're just getting knocked around like crazy. It's insane.
Show me your fury. Tactical squad, return fire. Target eliminated. Ready. Purge the alien. Enemy has appeared. Hostiles purged. More corpses.
It's just so funny seeing our commander be like this one man fucking army, because like he's just constantly unable to take damage.
Point secure. Target enemy squad.
We will thin their ranks.
Get to that position.
Boom.
Weapons ready.
Yes. Purge the Xenos. Alright, now I think we can do this. I think there's still an Eldar around here, but I don't know, because when we looked over, we didn't see anything.
Be vigilant.
Going to the stones.
On the attack.
Target acknowledged.
Oh.
Not yet earned your place.
More corpses.
You humans always make a mess of things. No wonder the Farseer chose the Orcs as our instruments instead of you.
Enemy has us in close combat.
And all this time, you might have been killing Tyranids. You deserve everything that's coming to you.
The Eldar know the Tyranids are coming. That explains their actions among the Orcs.
What do the Tyranids have to do with Eldar helping Orcs?
A full-fledged Orc uprising could actually slow the Tyranids, Thaddeus. If the Eldar were not doing this on our own recruiting worlds, we could use the situation to our advantage.
Using orcs and Eldar to stop an enemy? Why would we waste our time with that? We are Space Marines. We fear nothing, because we are fear incarnate.
We may be fear incarnate, Avitus, but we face an enemy that knows no fear. We will need every advantage we can get if we want to save the sector. The fate of all the Emperor's enemies.
Let our enemies beware, for victory is ours.
Yes, we still got it. Yep. Boom. We're probably going to level up everybody just once we start cashing in some of these items.
So the Eldar were uniting the Orcs to slow down the Tyranids.
Yes, Nemerian clearly knew of the Tyranids.
This explains much, but we have been getting reports of other Eldar activity in the sector that is not related to the Orcs. Clearly the Eldar have other plans in motion, none of which can be good for us. I will keep you apprised of any further developments, Commander.
What can you tell us about the Tyranids, Cyrus?
The Tyranids are unlike any other threat we have faced, Targus. Orcs may operate in vast hordes, but they still have individual chieftains that unite them. Kill these chieftains, and the Orc horde is weakened and scattered. A Tyranid hive fleet, however, is a single massive organism. Every creature in the swarm is simply one part of a single terrifying mind. We cannot break the Tyranids' morale, or take advantage of their pride. We cannot make them see reason. And for every beast we kill, 1,000,000 more are ready to take its place.
But what do they want?
The hive devours entire worlds. Its goal is to feed itself and grow. And it will not stop until the entire galaxy is consumed.
Commander, the Orcs continue to undermine our defenses on Calderis. We need to shore up these defenses if we are to have any hope of stopping the Tyranids.
Alright, so let's see. We got this. Once we get no mercy, no respite, we're going down the HP, so that way we get more HP. For obvious reasons. Which is that I don't want to die. And since right now my guy has this like really good power fist that just keeps him alive no matter what, it is so fucking amazing. Alright, there we go. We're almost there. So this is kind of one of the things I don't like, is that there's master crafted grenades and there's frag grenades. But like I'm showing you here, there's no difference. There's no damage difference. It's just the quantity. So see, this is 3, this is 5. Obviously just stick with the frag grenades. It's like why the fuck would I ever get rid of those? Alright, let's see here. Good. Okay. Crusader of Vengeance. Oh my god, 1,000 orcs, nearly 500 Eldar. As I said, when you bounce back and forth between areas, you lose a day. So even if you do really good on the mission, you don't get shit.
A message is coming in from Chapter Command.
Commander, this is Gabriel Angelos aboard the battle barge Litany of Fury. I have received word of the Tyranid threat facing subsector Aurelia and of Captain Thul's grave condition. The Tyranids are a threat of unimaginable proportions, Commander. They are endless in number and intent on consuming whole worlds. The litany of fury is now making for Aurelia at all speed, but we are weeks away. I will relay all distress signals back to you while we devise a plan of attack.
Alright, I'm gonna save here. I think this is it for me for tonight. I'm a little tired. Got work tonight. I'm gonna still keep streaming though because I'm doing some world building. If you guys want to watch that, if not, peace. I hope you guys have a good Friday. TGI Fridays, you know. Thank God it's Friday. For me, it's the start of my work week. But let's see. Right now I'm doing some world building. So let me quickly hold on one second. You may see the stream kind of like boom, we got it. So what it is I'm just kind of designing. Right now I'm just writing a bunch of lore, a lot of fluff, a lot of background stuff about my setting that I'm working on, the Kingdoms of Oblivion. So we got the Krakatorans, the species of pig-like people who live inside craters, and they are not orcs. They're not even related to orcs, but they just so happen to have like tusks that protrude out of their face, not in their mouth, their face. We're gonna design some wars and battle scenarios, terrain. So the idea with Kingdoms of Oblivion is that we're going to make battle maps, city maps, allow players to more or less play a strategy game. It might be kind of similar to Dawn of War 1, a little bit like Dawn of War 2, where there's going to be abilities that your units have and you're going to manage them in certain terrains, certain modifiers. And the goal here is to be a lot like Kingdom Under Fire in terms of lore building. Gameplay wise, it's probably not going to work out the way like Kingdom Under Fire is. Kingdom Under Fire is like very metal as fuck. And I do like that. Unfortunately, they decide to go down the Asian route and make everything like super slutty, which is kind of dumb. So with this, we have our light elves. Right now, the goal is that the elves are going to be literally born out of the trees. So you're going to have a tree. These are the tree types. I wrote them down. There's a few of them here. This is available on the Discord if you go down to Kingdoms of Oblivion. This is the link here. If you also want to just look at our our YouTube posts, you can go to the channel, go to post, and then right here I posted a link as well. Pretty basic. So you can read this while I'm working on it. I'm really good at writing stories. I'm really good at writing lore, but I'm not very good at designing games. Not very good at art either. So if anyone wants to design stuff, that's great. Right now I left off at gods that the elves worship. The elves are very like spiritual and they believe in a lot of animal pantheons. So here we have the tree mother, that's like the highest god, the head of the pantheon, which is like this gigantic tree that they worship. The bear, the wolf, the bird, the fish. So from here, we're talking about these gods. We did that. So now we're going to move on to the new thing. Government type, I'm thinking that we should probably highlight words too. Control B is how you highlight. Really, really, really useful. So a quick lowdown is with the elves is that they literally erupt from the trees. There's like these special woo-woo trees that have these like sacks on them, and they glow orange. And as the elf grows, all of a sudden the elf will stick their feet down and it will pierce the sack, and they will literally slide down the trunk of the tree. And the tree is very slope-like in appearance, kind of like a pyramid. So that way it's very easy for the elves to just slide down onto the ground. And the elves, though, when they're made by the tree mother, which is a spirit, chooses your function. It says, okay, I'm making this elf, and this elf's goal in life is to forge the greatest weapon that we've ever had. Boom. And what happens is the tree mother will select memories and select talents that all of the other elves may have had, and it will mix mash them together into that elf. So when they're born, they have these traits, they have these memories. So it's very common for an elf to be born and have memories of a previous elf that has died, and know, like, okay, this is how you craft, this is how you do this stuff. In this way, the elves kind of have this society where it just constantly builds upon itself. And it makes it where it's very interesting because they actually age through a weird mechanism that people aren't really sure about. Because elves technically don't age. That's kind of like the big thing. They don't age. They don't live and breathe like normal people do. But they do grow old, and they die once their objective is complete. So how that is that the closer you are to your goal. So to an elf, if they're trying to forge like a legendary blade, and they're sitting there, they're forging, they may have noticed that some of their hands are starting to develop wrinkles, and that they're starting to develop like laugh lines. And they go, oh, I must be getting close to my time of death. And the moment that they do craft this legendary weapon, they do the final strike, boom, and then they place the weapon down and go, this is the greatest weapon the elves have ever seen. The moment he does that, his body just erupts into wood, and it looks like a bundle of sticks that's holding up this perfect statue of you, of what you once were. And that's death by old age. That is death by achieving your goal. And the elves will venerate this. They'll take your statue and they'll put it somewhere with all the other statues, and they'll adorn you in water and flowers. And this is the way that the elves receive themselves as a blessing from God, is that they know why they are made, they know their purpose in life, they know when their time of death will arrive, they know what will kill them. This is like one of the reasons why elves are so confused by other species, and they look down upon other species, because humans, we have no idea why we were made. Do you know your purpose in life? I fucking don't. We just have to guess and make the best of what we can. Elves do not have that issue. They know exactly why they were made. So this may become certain issues, like some elves have short goals, in which case they live like a human being. They die in like 100 years. Other elves have goals that are way far stretching, and these elves could easily live thousands of years because that's their thing. And one of the biggest insults that an elf can ever receive is someone saying that they look so youthful for their old age, because you're basically saying you haven't done anything. You haven't done anything on your goal. And a lot of humans, of course, think that that's a compliment, but a lot of elves get very upset because that's a insult. It's like, for instance, if your goal was to become this great weaver of baskets, and you can make the like best basket, you can renovate it. And here you are, it's been like 300 years and you still look as if you were just born, and some guy says, "Wow, you know, you look really young for your age." That's him saying that you just didn't do shit with your life. And that could be a very grave insult for an elf. So it's like a weird mixture of reincarnation, but not really. Because these are entirely new elves who are being made. They just have memories, and it's not even the full memory, it's just certain select pieces of memories. So an elf who's born and raised to become a warrior may have the memories of the very first elf who used a spear, except he's only going to have the memories pertaining to when the elf stabbed people. So he can recall what it's like to stab a fish, what it's like to feel when you stab armor for the very first time. What does that feel like? What is the technique? How do you deal with that? And that's my goal for the elves. I think it's very interesting because it's a bit of reincarnation, but it's not. It's something entirely different. And then how the elves view death is more or less different as well. And then something I put here was some human kings, some royal people will hire elves as chroniclers because the elves have great memories. They seem to know things about previous kings. And some elves were literally made just to be memory banks where people can ask them like, "Hey, what about this? What about this?" I'm going to write it up now in the Gathering of Flowers because they're very huge in their society. Well, when the king hires someone who's like, "Oh, you used to work with my great-great-grandfather, and he was a great king. We have statues of him everywhere. I need your help." What did he do when it came to this kind of situation between the church and the state? How did he handle this delicate matter? And the elf could tell you, like, "Oh, long ago with that king, blah, 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 he did this, this, and this." And it's like, great, cool. Let's see if we could re-implement that again in today's world. But then the elf may blurt out other memories that just might not be what the king wants to hear. Like, "Oh yeah, and then this king had a fetish for elves. He tried to like seduce us 3 times. He even showed us his penis. Like he was totally butt-ass naked." It's like, whoa, okay, elf. Stop the memories. Stop telling everyone this. I don't want people to like shame my family's honor. And of course, the elf has no idea what the fuck that is, because again, they don't have families. They just have like their selves. So that's kind of my goal with the elves, is to be this very interesting species. It's a nice twist on elves that I get tired of seeing all the Lord of the Ring elves where it's like, "Oh, they have super hearing, super beautiful, super longevity." Like, nah. I want to see these kind of elves, something that's totally different that you've never seen before. Also, a lot of the elves are going to be like French, kind of. Let's look up like French to English words. The Suvi. We're going to kind of focus on the phonics of the French word.
Souviens-toi.
Yeah. So the Suvi are going to be basically, they're going to be more older elves who are much more stressed. They look exhausted, and the reason why is just because they remember everything. They remember every elf that has died for no reason, every elf who all of a sudden was raped, every elf who had any issue at all. They remember everything. They do remember the good things, though, too. They remember the elf who made great friends and had a great joyous time among humanity when they were celebrating a special holiday. They remember all these great details. But the Suvi, obviously, have dealt with enough grief to be somewhat upset. So what we're going to do is we're going to there's a word, isn't there? I'm trying to think of the word. There's a name for a group of flowers, isn't there? A bouquet. That's kind of not what I was hoping for. Let's see if there's a French word for this.
Inflorescence.
A flore. That actually sounds really good. A flore. But doesn't that just mean flower? No, fleur. Flore does mean like flowering. Interesting though. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll call it a flowering when there's a gathering. We're going to call it the Flore. Again, we're going to kind of emphasize the phonic of pronunciation rather than the correct spelling. Because French, oh man, I used to take a French class in high school. And dude, let me tell you, dude. There was this teacher, she loved to do spelling bees in French. And oh my god. You try spelling a French word like fluorescent.
Floraison.
You try spelling that. Good luck. Well, what's the word? Bird. Yeah, the word bird. This. Yes.
Oiseau.
Oiseau. Oiseau. How the fuck do you sound that out? Oiseau.
Oiseau.
Yep. Oh man. When I got that on my spelling bee, I was about to like fucking one off myself. I was about to get a really tight rope and just fucking have my neck go play with it. Cause like holy shit, that's such an awful word.
Volaille.
Oh man. The teacher basically said, hey, fuck this guy in particular. We're gonna give him a ridiculous word. There we go. So each community of elves is led by the Suvi, and when the species as a whole need to make a decision, whether that be charging to war or simply changing direction of the nation they have built, the Suvi form the Flore. The Flore come together every winter to speak about affairs. From here they assemble trade deals and propositions amongst the many elven groups. There is little debate or negotiating among the Suvi, for they are completely empathetic and sympathetic to each other's causes. As such, when a group asks for more kukamil trees, the others relent with no qualms or debates. Kukamil is basically the food, the agriculture tree. It can have like many fruits on it, and it just drops them. It can have nuts, berries, melons. Melons are the most abundant. And it just kind of drops it on the floor. So with this, we're going to have designs of something else that you guys may not have read because you guys kind of joined the stream, was that I have it where these elves, they frequently sacrifice things to feed the trees. Some trees may demand blood, so they just buy a cow from the humans, bring the cow to the tree, slice its throat, let the cow just bleed all over the goddamn tree. Whatever the trees need, the elves provide, and the elves get produce from the trees in return. This is how I've pretty much designed this. I do plan on writing short stories with this stuff, and obviously once I start designing the game's going to be way easier. Like, so easy for me to do all the designing and shit, because I already have all the lore written down. The setting is done. I just gotta beep bop boop, just start planting shit. Fuck. What was the name?
Chef.
Oh, the corpse flower. God damn it. I just did a post about the corpse flower today. Cause there's a there's this short video I was watching on YouTube. It's like, oh yeah, the corpse flower makes a nasty musky smell and it attracts flies. And while the flies are inside the corpse flower, it sprays on their back pollen. So that way the fly will take that pollen to another corpse flower and it will impregnate it. So I commented, I was like, oh boy. So in street terms, it spreads its legs, lets the humid musk of its groin attract strangers. Then, while they're sniffing around his legs, he just starts nutting on their back, and then they walk away with that nut visible to everyone, so they can impregnate the next person's groin that they sniff. The corpse flower, living the life. Well, seems like some things just kind of loop right back around. That's funny as fuck. The Rafflesia. Okay. I really don't like the name Rafflesia. Is there another one? What is Corypha? It's a genus of plants. Okay. That's a good name. We designate this guy to be the Komeli. He's the leader of the forces. There we go. One of the other things too is that depending which of the elven gods that you kind of follow, you'll have like a head crest of sticks that will bend and shape in icons of the spirit that you're worshiping. But also, when you die, your soul will change into the form of whatever deity you've been mostly worshiping. And when the elves need assistance, they summon the elementals. And the elementals could be an element of fire, whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is the form that you take. So if they summon an element of poison, it could come out as a wolf, and that's you because you were a worshiper of the wolf. They could summon an element of fire, and here comes a fish of fucking fire, and that's because that's what you worshipped. Different elementals could do different things. So that's the reason why I'm adding all this in here, is that if you have a really bad elven mage, he may end up summoning an incomplete soul, an elf who died before they could achieve their promise, their goal in life. And these are the elements that you have to watch out for, because they have a high chance of going insane, high chance of betraying their own elves and going batshit crazy. As I said, there's a lot of like potential reincarnation here, but not so much. It's the elves who've lived complete lives that form the greatest elements. As such, the elves who have very low goals, like, hey, your goal in life is to tend to this tree, and that's it, and after 100 years of tending the tree, you just die. That sounds boring. That sounds like a useless waste of life. But reality is, your spirit is so content with your goal that now your spirit has become the greatest element that not even the greatest elven heroes could form because of that. So there's going to be a lot of this interesting things where people have these small goals and they carry it out because they're looking at the reward in the afterlife. Then you have these people with these great goals, these great achievements, and they form really kind of shitty elementals who are not really good for fighting in battle, but actually better off communing with them, just talking to them, just summoning the elemental temporarily just to talk to it and get its opinion on things before you whisk it away, if the Suvi just don't have the answer. You know, this app, this grammar thing is like really fucking useful. Grammarly, yeah, it's really useful. What's the fucking term? Disrespect. Me personally, I think that I really hate this. Like, I really do. I think that a lot of people who get into fantasy settings and design things, I think they lack a lot of creativity. I truly do. One of the things that right now I think too many people are focusing on is the use of AI. Like, for example, this is just a blank page. If I used an AI to just give me like a random tree with a bunch of light shining down on it, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, AI, this whole thing's trash," and it's like, do you not, what? Like, are you fucking kidding me? They'll have zero care in the world. Again, to me, I think artwork, while it's nice, I think artwork is more just color. And unfortunately, a lot of people are attracted to the color of a setting rather than the actual substance. But unfortunately, I see way too many people harken on that. And no one really cares to read each other's works and say, hey, your work kind of sucks. Like, I really do hate Lord of the Rings. Only because Lord of the Rings has such a... It's so overdone. Dungeons and Dragons does it. Warhammer does it. They basically take the same elf concept and they just apply it everywhere. There is not a single fantasy setting that has a unique spin on elves. It's a real pain in the ass. It's like, so what's different about your elves? Oh, nothing? Okay, what's different about your elves? Oh, nothing? Okay. What's different about your elves? The government they run? Okay, but I mean, species-wise, is there anything different about them? No, nothing? Okay. Like, it's the same elf over and over again. Whereas this one is totally different. The only like setting I saw that tried to kind of mix mash the elven stuff was Dragon Age, but even then it did it in such a poor fashion. There was really no substance to the elves. It's like, okay, they're still a dying species. They're still like capable of great things. Okay, like it was so bad, dude. Dragon Age suffered from a lot of potential, but then they just kept falling flat on every lore aspect that was really, really interesting. Skyrim does the same thing. A lot of potential, a lot of it ruined. Like, I really wish Skyrim did like an Alduin philosophy debate where Alduin's not some big bad evil guy. He's just instead, he just tells you, like, hey, you know, this is my destiny. This is your destiny. You are a Dova. You are a dragon. Don't you feel what we feel? Don't you innately grasp the need to dominate other people, other beings? And you as a Dovahkiin could argue, say, no, I never felt the need to dominate people. And Alduin could give you examples of how you're already dominating people, you just don't realize it. Like, one of them is the companions. The companions have no leader, and Alduin could point it out to you that, really, you don't dominate people, you don't think that you're just naturally in charge of everyone that you run into. So what about the companions? You only did 2 missions for them and you already became their leader. Everyone looks to you for guidance. Don't you think that you're dominating? And from there, the player could simply retort, no, that the nuance of the circumstance was totally out of my control. Or the player could relent and say, I kind of see what you mean. I do enjoy being in charge of the companions. Like, I think Alduin could have been so much better if it's just simply he's just this evil guy because of circumstance. And then when you talk to him, you're like, fuck, he has a point. Like, Alduin could randomly talk to the player and be like, hey, you keep saying that you're not a dragon, you're not like us, you believe in freedom and liberty, you don't believe in slavery and subjugation. But why haven't you ended the Civil War yet? Why haven't you sided with Ulfric Stormcloak or the Empire? Or are you just simply biding your time slaying me so that way you can declare your own claim to the throne like a true conqueror, like a true Dova? You're using my death to stake a claim on the whole of Skyrim and become the new king. And from there, your player could retort, well, I just haven't decided yet. Or your player could retort, that's actually exactly what I want to do. I want to kill you, Alduin. Use the fact that I killed you as a way to rally all the Nords under my command and rule Skyrim. Like, I think that would have been a great Skyrim. Oh my god, that would have been so good as Skyrim. I should do a video about that. How Alduin could have been done better. Again, he's still evil. Again, he's still trying to wipe out people. But he just keeps giving you these instances of how you're no better. You're no different. And you, the player, have to come to terms with that where it's like, shit, am I really better? Shit. I mean, Alduin still has to die. We all agree on that. But what happens after that? Am I going to be worse or better than he is? Like, that's a really good question. Like, Parthenax tried diving into that a little bit, but it was so superficial of a dive, it's not even worth mentioning. I do enjoy writing. I do enjoy crafting really interesting stories, really interesting lore. Because, I mean, I've read so many books, I've played so many games, I've dived into so much that I'm starting to see like how everything is the same. And it's almost like people are scared to try something totally different. And then the people who try something totally different, they just lack expertise. They lack nuance. They lack a lot of fundamentals of writing. So it makes it very difficult to dive into things. This is why some people send me their Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Fantasy armies and regiments because I give them creative tips like, hey, don't just say these guys wear armor color like the Blood Angels. No, don't say that. Just instead say their armor is crimson red all throughout. There's no trimming, there's no anything. Like, that is a much better visual representation in my mind than you just saying, oh, they dress like Blood Angels. That does me nothing. That does me no good. I'm gonna keep writing, but I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go eat and then probably log off for the night. So see you guys next time. When you guys keep watching the elves, you may notice it'll keep getting updated as I keep writing. That's fine. That's normal. That's why I like Google. So see you guys next time.